Intro? Yes, I do. I think I do. You want me to test
Yep.
it?
Nope, you're good. Ranger, you ready?
Yes! My
All right.
muscles!
All right. Be quiet for 10 seconds.
The muscles.
All
All
right.
right, all right.
All right. Shh. Starting now. And starting. We are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chaotic Collabs live stream podcast. Here, I
Yay.
am. Here, I am Fear Strider. I am joined with.
Cautious Crow.
Dread Chemical.
Alicia Ultra.
Airborne Ranger!
We are here for a very specific reason. We have read everybody's comments. We have read not just your comments, but what y'all wanted and a few other things. And we decided upon ourselves to do a podcast to actually answer those questions you've been wanting answered for days, months, so on and so forth.
Q&A.
It's gonna kill me.
Pretty
Alright.
much. This is something I've wanted to do for a really long time. It's been in the works for a while, but we never actually got it organized. So special thanks for Fewis for actually taking the time to organize it and making this a reality.
Yep, all credit goes to Fewest.
Pretty much he got everyone's questions
Yeah.
from everyone's videos. 90% of these questions are going to consist of questions that you guys have actually asked us. The others are some that we've added ourselves because we thought that they were things that should be answered.
Yep. So, right on to the questions. And this, we will start out with the history questions. The history questions are three basic questions for mainly how the group started. These questions will be answered by everybody except for me personally. Question number one.
Is your scrub?
Yeah. Question number one. How did the group first start?
Ew, that is the question.
Honestly, Crow should answer that because he's actually been here longest.
Well, from my
There's actually two
understanding, originally what happened was Dredd and Bradley actually got together, and I'm not entirely sure how they met. He can explain that part in a bit.
Gmod.
Right,
That's how
right.
it happened.
And they had met, and they had decided to get a group started. I personally had just, a previous group before this one had gone inactive. So I was searching for a new group, and I found them on YT Talk, and we just kind of started from there. There wasn't that many people at first. It was just us three. I think Zeke was actually in the original group, but he didn't talk
Zeke,
much.
Mark, Bradley, me. There was another person. I can't remember his name, but he left when you arrived.
Right, right. And then, like, everyone else just kind of joined, through the efforts of Dredd, myself, Bradley, and then occasionally some of the other members would bring more members, and we just kind of got to where we were.
All right. Question number two. And question comes from Sapling MC. He says, how did you meet everybody in the group?
Well, everyone in this group, I knew the majority of the people who are in this current group from my previous group that we were in. I've been in a few different groups, and I met, let's see, Airborne, Draco. Geez, I can't really remember exactly who everyone was. But I met most of the people from the old group, and YT Talk has always been like a very big source for me of meeting other YouTubers. That's pretty much been the majority of where I've met people.
Yeah. Well, honestly, how I met Crow, first I got contacted by Tony, a guy who we recorded with a long time ago. But for some reason, he's been inactive. So pretty much I helped pick up with Crow, after Tony went inactive for a while. But yeah. Crow and I pretty much started finding people who'd love to join us, and so far that's what's been going on.
Yeah. as far as like the other people in this call, you know, Dread, as I said, he was one of the original founders of this current group, and Alicia, Dread found,
I found her.
right?
Yeah.
Lost in the
Yeah,
forest.
Dread actually found me. I remember
mean,
checking my discussions page like after a week after I received a message from Dread asking me to become a part of the group. I'm not entirely sure which video he had actually watched, but I just remember seeing the message on my discussions page. I read through it, and I noticed it was a week ago, and I was like, oh crap, this would be really interesting, and I was hoping I hadn't been too late, so I contacted him like immediately on his YouTube to find out if I was too late.
About a week ago.
I mean, I was searching through and I found you accidentally. 'Cause, I mean, I've been streaming through YouTube, looking at everyone's channels, everyone's videos. I mean, I pick the choice. I just have opinions, see if they're good or not.
Well,
I mean-
happy accidents for the win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I've not been editing videos until I joined this group.
So it's obvious that this group has been a very good influence on all of us.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
Swami, next question.
The next question is, how long have you known each other for?
Ooh, I think we
Oh.
kind of already went over that.
Yeah,
make
just a
sure I
bit.
start
that one.
Just a bit.
Like I've known Crow for about 4 months, I think.
That's probably about right.
Yeah.
Seems
Something
legit.
along those lines.
Honestly, I lose track easily since like I honestly like I just love playing with Crow because he makes good content with everything we do. It like and when I look at his videos, I'm like, wow, that actually was good, and I like switch it into my own way, and yeah.
Damn, you're gonna make me cry, man.
Nice. All right.
Yeah, I mean, all right.
Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, I've
I-
really
no,
known you
I-
guys for like a month now.
I was just gonna add my little quip there, but
Go
we
ahead.
can go ahead and move on.
You can go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, you know, me and Airborne. I've known Airborne since my previous group. He was one of the members in that when I had joined. And as far as time, oh God, Airborne was probably close. It had to have been around 3-4 months, something like that. See, Alicia Dread invited her into the group. She's probably one of the newest members of the group.
Yeah, I can say that, yeah.
So she's only been
I'm
around
one
for
of
like a month at the
I'm one of
most.
funnest.
Nice.
And
I
as
think-
far, I mean, I could sit there and tell you the individual story of everyone, but pretty much everyone in this group and how I met them was at the beginning of this group.
Yeah.
Dread's exit comment section, really?
I'm just an accident waiting to happen.
Wow.
Oh,
Well
be
then.
so hard on
I'm an
yourself.
accident.
Okay,
But at least you're
so
honest.
yeah, true. So these are the questions for everybody.
Yay.
Question number 1: do you get very angry when someone or something interrupts a game? Crow.
I mean, I think everyone has their own little things, you know, that they don't like inside of a video. Certain people, you know, they get upset by certain things. And yes, there have been times where things have been put into a video and while we're recording, and I'm just like, well, damn, that sucks. But when I look back at all the good, happy times we have in this group and how like such good content can come from it, I overlook all the bad stuff because it's obvious to me that, you know, it's worth putting up with. And when you got 13 people all in a call at once, not everyone's going to get along all the time. So, you know, there's always going to be something happening. And, you know, as long as you can work through it, you know, when it's possible to work through it, then so, I mean, to answer the question, yeah, I have been upset by some people, you know, doing certain things in games, but I just get over it and move on to the next video.
Dread.
I mean, it depends, really. I mean, if it's really important, like, I don't know, some important stuff out of that involves me. I mean, if it's something stupid, like just saying hi, I mean, I just don't have the time for that. I mean, the only thing I get angry right now is probably my recording software that sometimes lag out and just saying you can't do that shit anymore. Yeah, so that's probably it.
Alicia.
I'd have to say there's times when I can get angry. There could be simple things that could interrupt a game, like my cat or my family coming in. But normally when I'm playing, I could just simply edit it out or something. Normally when I'm editing, I really enjoy it, and it has become a hobby of mine. So the more I edit, like, the more fun it can become, because I just enjoy slapping random things in there and making the video more entertaining.
You slapped me, I know you did.
Nice.
Gotta
And
put the man in his position, boy.
Airborne.
Well, honestly, the biggest thing, there's actually two things I really don't like when it interrupts the video. Pretty much, one is when my family comes in, yells at me and all that stuff, interrupting the recording and all that. But one thing that really makes me mad is when someone, like, just starts cussing out each other. Like, we've had a few things like that happen, and honestly, I've had to get rid of videos because of it. And usually there's good content in it, but there was like too much of that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you want me to repeat that question for you as well, Fewest?
Nah, I got it. Honestly,
Okay.
yes, I actually do typically get very angry. As one of our fellow members in the Chaotic Collaborations group will actually tell you, I do get typically angry, especially when you have to repeat a typical thing or something that's very easy, repetitively though.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, I do get very angry. Do I let it get to me? It depends how much I'm either into it or basically like it or something of the sort.
Fair enough.
So, yeah. Next question. Have you called in sick or late to work or skipped classes to game? Just straight up game. Crow!
I've done worse actually. Yes, I have called in sick or late before to actually play games. I've actually come up with the excuse that my grandma has died before to play games.
Wow.
So, and I actually like a couple weeks later, I quote unquote attended her funeral to skip another day and game more.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Bad.
Your dead grandmother would be so proud of you.
Oh.
She's alive, actually. She's alive and well.
She'd be
So-
so proud of you from the
I would be
grave.
surprised if your grandmother's watching this right now and want to cuss you out through this.
I'm sorry, Grandma.
I'd laugh it
Wow.
off.
Alright, Dread.
Oh god. Well, it's it's really a long time ago since I've last done that. I mean, yeah, it was since probably I was year 10 in school. I mean, during now I never do it because right now studying is more important than anything else right now. But hopefully not for long.
Alright. Alicia.
Well, maybe, yeah, I used to do that a lot at like a younger age. Nowadays, work and other things are more of a priority, but I remember I had such an addiction to Spyro the Dragon on the PlayStation. I think I was maybe about 9 or 10 at the time. And I remember, oh geez, I took my heater from inside of my room and pressed it against my face for like 5 minutes until my head was completely warm and sweaty. And I let my
Nice
mom
one.
walk into the room, and I was pretending to ache, saying, "Mom, it hurts. I think I'm sick." And she put her hand over my head. Missed a day. Ended up spending 5-6 hours playing Spyro. And the next day did the exact same thing until she walked into the room and found me with my face pressed against the heater and made me go to school the next day.
Oh. Well then, Airborne.
Well, honestly, I have actually given myself a concussion before to just play video
Wow.
games. I like
Oh, God.
I've actually did it on purpose and like without my own intention. Like okay, once it was because like I got punched in the face during a basketball match. The other one, the one that I like acted, I just like fucking just get him. I just like it fell down a ladder and then just like knocked myself out for a second. Got a grade 2 concussion, and yeah.
Fair
after
enough.
school. I played fucking Grand Theft Auto 4.
Nice. Well,
So I think it's fair to say that out of all those answers, I'm the one most likely to go to hell.
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Because I couldn't even be capable of stooping to y'all's level. The closest I've even gotten to doing just that is walking to
Yeah, mine
work.
was probably the lightest.
Yeah, for like calling in sick. I was walking to work. And I had my Nintendo, I believe DS out while walking to work. Got around the lake that was like a mile away towards work, and I decided, you know what? Fuck it, I'm calling in. I called in with my cell phone. Called in, told him, hey, I don't feel so good. I just got back from the thing, and yeah, I don't feel good. I just did all, the 1-2, and they said, yeah, okay, just let us know whenever you're feeling better. Go ahead and stay home for the day. And I stayed home.
Beautiful.
The next day was school. I pulled the same trick.
Oh,
Same
I,
exact trick. And
okay, finish.
yeah, so I stayed home, but instead of playing on my DS again, I decided to get on and play GTA 4 as well.
Okay, also got another like way I did it. Like, okay, have autism, so it like my whole it's body and mental stability. So I have a like problem with going to sleep. My brain cannot shut down easily. It takes like about 5 hours before it does when I'm sleeping. And so I'm just like, I might as well just stay up all night. And when I do, like, I've actually stayed up for the past 2 nights. I completely forgot that I stayed up all night the last night. So, and then I'm just like, oh God, I'm too tired. I look in the mirror. My eyes are bloodshot. Like, already. You could barely see the brown in my pupil. Like, yeah. So I just go up to my mom. I'm like, Mom, I'm not really feeling good. And she looks at my eyes. She's like, oh my God. And she takes me to the fucking hospital.
Nice.
I got one.
Beautiful.
I got one.
Oh,
Go ahead,
jeez.
Dren.
Just remembered, like I said, I've never done it since I was year 10, but during that year, I mean, I was in school, and there was a game coming out right like today, and I had the money to do it. So what I'd done, at lunchtime, I had an hour's worth of free time, so I had to run to the game shop, buy the game, get right back, and I had to develop a fucking plan to get home earlier. So what I did, I joined a rugby club, which I fucking regret, really. What I've done, got my kit, got on the pitch, and just fucking got wrecked so many fucking times. I mean, I got speared, I got... Oh. Oh, God.
Oh.
Whoa.
Is that the grudge?
I got freaking sandwiched between two giant fucking men, and they were twice the size as me.
Jeez.
So about my
So-
size.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
out of that, I got a concussion, a broken leg,
Whoa.
and
I've never
3
had a broken
broken ribs.
Holy
Damn.
shit.
I hope that game was
And
worth
some
it.
people who watching this, who knows me, who's gone to school, you fucking know now.
But yeah, I have never had a single broken bone in my body.
Same here.
All right.
Next question.
Ted.
Have you sworn off a game, uninstalled it, and later returned to it?
That
Crows.
was question 4. You skipped one.
Oh.
Oh, let's just go with it.
Just go with it.
All right. Have you ever sworn off a game, uninstall it, and later return to it? Is that the
Yes.
question? All
Yes.
right. League of Legends. Enough said.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
that's my answer to that. League of Legends, holy shit, that game like ruled my life for a year, and I played the hell out of it. And when I started making videos, that's when I stopped. I don't know, nothing could make me stop playing League of Legends. It turned me into a shitty person. I turned into one of those rager assholes who you see in every match, who's like, "Fuck you, you fucking fuck," and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna stop.
Spawn.
I started making videos, and I am a better person for it. And I periodically play League of Legends since, but not nearly as much as I did.
Dread.
After passing that, I can't figure one right now.
Oh, okay. Airborne.
Demon Souls.
Alicia.
Demon Souls. Have you ever played Dark Souls?
Mm.
Oh.
Alicia.
It's
Oh, I know Dark Souls.
Oh.
Yeah, got
Yeah,
it
go
now.
ahead.
So
but yeah, reason why, like, because it made me angry as fuck. Because it is the #1 game where you're gonna die like no fucking other. I checked how many deaths I had, and I was just in the fucking tutorial, and I had died 8
Oh yeah,
times.
oh yeah, I got one.
I got.
that's really
Okay, go ahead, Dren.
This well, you guys know now, because fear, the one fucking monster I really don't like. A friend bought it from me, and I said, yeah, sure, I bought it. Then, once I played it, I mean, after 24 hours, I was literally horrified because of that fucking little girl. And I installed it, and oh,
No, please, no.
Now-
Oh, don't scare him. Not
and now
now.
I've got to get it again to play it for you guys to upload it on YouTube.
Nice.
Uh,
Alicia, you?
Jeez, no, this wasn't necessarily a game I uninstalled. This was a game that I had on a PlayStation 2 console a few years ago. Does anyone remember the Jack and Daxter series? I
Oh,
used
yeah.
to be incredibly hooked on that series. I remember I had the second game, and it's been such a long time since I picked up this game because I haven't touched it since. Oh, jeez, I remember I was playing the second game in the series. Jeez, it was this really hard level where Jack and Dexter were on this large bridge, and you had to get all the way back to the large city area. I really don't remember the name of anything because it's been such a long time since I touched that game. But I remember as you're trying to get back, it's really ridiculously hard. You cannot jump in the water underneath the bridge to make yourself swim back any quicker because there's stuff flying at you from all directions. You cannot avoid enemies without getting hit. Bullets are flying at you from all angles. You cannot avoid not taking damage. I remember I ended up getting so frustrated that I slammed my controller, and I was on a bunk bed. I used to sit on a bunk bed, and I was in my room at the time. Took the controller and slammed it down from a bunk bed, the top of the ceiling. Broke the controller and cracked my knuckle against the ceiling and almost broke my hand. I never came
Wow.
back to that game.
Holy
What
shit.
about you, Fewis? What about you?
Well, technically, it was more than one game, but the impossible game. Yeah,
Oh yes, I love.
I
I-
was
I beat
addicted. I was addicted, especially the Xbox version. The Xbox version got
Do-do-do.
to me.
Doo doo.
Yeah, but it was the Xbox version that got to me the most because as soon as I got into there, I got to the second or third level and I couldn't get past to a certain point and I just threw the controller. Just threw it in. I haven't found it since.
I've never
Yeah.
broken a controller in my life.
I haven't broken a single controller in my life. I just threw it. I just threw it and we don't know where it is.
It went out the
Literally.
fucking window
Walked away.
to the
I've
ground.
used it so much, I walked away.
We don't
It's so
know.
hard it evaporated from existence.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. We don't know where we looked everywhere. And we
Just
still can't find
disappeared
it.
into Narnia.
Fucking light speed.
Because I threw it. I don't know where I threw it. I just know that it's nowhere. There's no pieces. That it's not broken. No nothing. It's just poof, gone.
Yeah.
All right.
Next question.
Next question.
What was your motivation for doing YouTube?
Oh shit.
Okay. Well, this one is definitely a past tense question because it's no longer as much the case as it was then.
Mhm.
But and I really wish I had a more a more inspiring thing than this. But I actually was originally motivated to start making videos because of Markiplier, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people who Markiplier inspires, and that was my original motivation. You know, my motivation and what I get a drive out of now is different. But originally, when I first started making videos, that was, you know, my motivation.
Dread.
Same as Crow, I got inspired by Markiplier. I mean, I was probably probably a few hundred people who watched his first video on his first channel. I mean, my old channel, I can't remember my password, so that channel is now lost. So it's probably gone into the goes nowhere. But I mean, I got inspired by him. I mean, I'm still watching his videos now. I mean, it's just he's really awesome, and I just hope he keeps doing what he's doing best.
Alicia.
Geez, this goes really deep for me.
Oh, jeez.
You don't have to answer it if you don't want
Being
to.
at a, I'm fine with this actually.
Okay.
Like being at a younger age, I had always seen, you know, cartoons and stuff on TV, and I had been so entertained by them that I had wanted to, you know, I had always wanted to do the same thing, and you know, make cartoons like you'd always see people do on TV. Eventually, when YouTube started to circulate, I started getting into that and watching other things across YouTube. I watched Ed's World, I watched Tomska, I watched a variety of different Let's Play channels, etc., etc. And that started to form more of a drawing habit into me, and it became more of a hobby of me to draw comics, make characters, sketch a variety of different things, make stories. And the one person who really took notice of this and really enjoyed it was my mom. She had always taken a huge interest in what I was actually making. She read through the stories, she had seen all the sketches, and I had gotten better over time since I had been drawing since the 5th grade. She had always read through them and said, "This is really good, you can really turn this into something." Which, of course, motivated me to continue and keep going. And eventually she ended up picking up a little serious thing we call cancer nowadays, which attacked her, what do I say? Her woman parts.
Oh.
She ended up having surgery and chemotherapy, which she eventually survived from after she had the chemotherapy for 18 months. And of course, you know, she was still very supportive and everything. Eventually, this was during the time that Ed Gould, the creator of Ed's World, eventually passed away, and it only had motivated me to draw even further and improved my drawing career even further. Eventually, her cancer came back and it attacked her brain, and that's what eventually took her out. So my pure motivation is, I guess you could say, a bit of Ed Gould from the Ed's World creator, and mostly from my mom, pretty much. Because as I see it, my mom always wanted me to entertain people, or as I call it, entertain the masses, quote unquote. And she's basically the whole reason she's like part of the reason I'm doing this, most of the reason I'm even doing this, because she believed that I could entertain people with my own creativeness. Even though I'm gaming, it's still something that she inspired me to do. So pretty much I'm doing this not just for me, but for her, and it inspires me further to see how people enjoy watching my content. I always love seeing the comments where people say, "Oh, this is good," you know, it pushes me further.
Very
Wow.
good.
That is deep. That
Make
is
me
deep.
cry.
I almost cried, actually.
What a
I
beautiful
almost
story.
cried. Because I will say this, I will personally say this. My grandmother has had breast cancer. She's had it. She's a survivor, though. Anywho, Airborne.
All right.
Uh,
Well, honestly, reason why the inspiration was honestly just by other YouTubers like Markiplier and Vanos and all them, and also my family. Throughout my life, you know, when I told you guys that I am technically insane, I was not kidding about that. I am psychologically unstable. Was diagnosed when I was like about 5 or so. I kept on seeing things, okay? So people thought I was talking to myself a lot, okay? So they're gonna be like, you would actually make a very good, uh, speaker,
Entertainer.
speaker or some shit like that. Because I tend to talk to myself, quote unquote. But yeah, soon I, like, when I turned 13, I found out my mom had cancer. Soon she survived it after the surgery. Luckily, it wasn't too bad, so she could have it surgically removed. Um, but then a year later, my father had died. My dad had inspired me to do a lot of things. He um, said that since that I talk a lot, I turned to entertainer or some crap like that. And as soon as I heard about him dying, I just broke down. I didn't know what to do. Then I turned to YouTube, Markiplier, Vanos, all them. I, even in downtimes, uh, I still watch their videos and to help me out, and all that. Soon I was like, uh, what's a better way than use my talking skill than YouTube? So I make a YouTube account. I start playing games, which I love. I've been playing video games for about ever since I was 2 years old or so. Um, but yeah, I start making videos. I noticed that I was starting to get good at it. So, what could I do to make it better? Collaboration and editing. So, I get an editor, and then I go on YT Talk, and I find several groups, and you get the rest of the story.
Right, right. Well, very, very deep, for sure.
The feels are coming out.
I mean, it makes me realize that there's so many people out there who have such good motivations, and I don't compare.
Well, I can't really personally compare. However, I've had 3 inspirations. One of which is one of which is H2O Delirious, which is with Vanos and all of them.
Mm-hmm.
The next person is the Rad Brad, the professional chair thrower and the best gamer commentator out there, which I personally love. However, the most important person who actually inspired me the most is my little brother.
Yeah.
I say this because he had appendicitis. His appendix had ruptured when he was only 14, around 13 to 14 years old. We had to rush him to the regional hospital, and they didn't really do much except for put him through an MRI scan. And during the MRI scan, his appendix ruptured. So they transferred him to a children's hospital, where as soon as he got there, the doctors already knew what he had instantly, and he got treated for it. My parents had bought him a brand new laptop for him. My brother, watched me game because I had an older channel. He watched my videos. He said, "You should really keep doing this more often. I like watching them. They're funny." And he even started doing his own little gaming channel as well. But he inspired me to not only make my own gaming content, but to keep going and keep building up. He not only got through, his appendix being ruptured, he's actually out and about having fun. He's still his usual self, but he inspired me the most.
It's good that he's able to live a normal life through it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was one of our scariest times in all of our lives, entire families.
Well, I don't know how we're gonna one up this, but we've got to head on to the next question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, next
before we all
question.
start crying.
Yeah. What's your personal favorite video game of all time?
All right. So, do we have the question here still? What's your favorite game from childhood? Because the two are different.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, if I was gonna have to choose what my favorite video game of all time would be, it would be a little bit more difficult to answer simply because, obviously when I was younger, games I played then I would disagree with now. Obviously, when everyone's younger, you usually have a different opinion of gaming. If I had to choose, games that I've always enjoyed throughout all my years, regardless of age, I would probably say it was the Twisted Metal series because, when I was younger, I loved it, teen years loved it, and now I can still play it and love it. So if I was going to say, just one title in particular, I'd probably say Twisted Metal 4 was my favorite one. But yeah, that would definitely be my favorite of all time.
Dread.
Oh god. Most my favorite game was since I was a little boy. I probably was like 8 or 10 years old. I played a game called Kingdom Hearts. I mean, as I start playing it, I mean, I couldn't beat it until I was 12, 13. But it just got a very touching story that I kept playing, even though it looked like me, kind of. As I've completed Kingdom Hearts, there was Kingdom Hearts 2 out, so I bought that, and I just generally loved it. I just got addicted to it. I just couldn't stop replaying it, getting all the games. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to come out this year or maybe next year, but it's really addicting to me, and I just can't wait for it to come out for the Kingdom Hearts 3.
Kingdom Hearts is a good series.
Excuse me, Alicia.
Oh my gosh. That would honestly be hard for me to decide because growing up I'd always played the Crash Bandicoot games and those games are pretty much gone now. Like big gaming influences for me would be Crash Bandicoot, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Street Fighter. But if I'd have to give my favorite, I'd guess I'd probably have to. Oh, jeez. I probably would have to chalk it up to Sonic 3 on the Genesis. Sonic 3 and Knuckles on the Genesis. It's something I can easily just pop in and play through no matter how many times I've picked it up and played. Because I know I've played that game over hundreds of times since I was probably like 5 or 6.
Airborne.
Well, when I was growing up, I've honestly been playing violent video games since I was about 3. Honestly, my favorite as a childhood, Manhunt. My favorite game now, Grand Theft Auto 5. Pretty much
Manhunt.
Violent video games all the way, man. I have never been able to stop playing them. I never think about stop playing them. I will always play violent video games and honestly, violent video games actually kind of help me through life. Let me get out stress. I nearly actually killed a kid one time just because he made me so angry.
Jeez.
Wow.
What about you, Fewest? Favorite game?
Mortal Kombat when I was younger. Way young. When it was actually getting good and decent. When it's, the nit and gritty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was always a somewhat violent kid when I was younger. Because I liked violent video games. I even had the whole entire GTA series. A lot of military games with, all the blood and gore stuff. It just never faced me. To my parents, when we had the PS3, PlayStation 2, and all that, that meant nothing to me. Especially with the ratings on there they had. They always bought the game no matter what. If I asked for it,
That's awesome.
I got it. As long as I worked hard to get it, it's mine.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
All right.
Next question. What is your personal YouTube subscriber goal?
Okay, so I'm assuming this is referring to like a number of subscribers.
Yes.
Man. That's a
Pretty
bit
much
of
is
a.
what it sounds like.
Well, it's a tricky question for me specifically because, I mean, I don't necessarily, I'm not looking for a subscriber goal in general. I never really wanted a specific amount of subscribers. I know, when I go and I see people upload videos, obviously the bigger YouTubers, and then 5 seconds later, they got that 301 plus symbol. I want to experience that. That's what I want from my channel. I want to be able to upload a video and then literally seconds later have over 301 views. So to the point where YouTube can't calculate it and it has to actually take the time to calculate it. So I don't really necessarily look for a specific subscriber goal. I just really want to, know what it feels like to have that many people who are consistently watching your videos.
Dread?
I mean, since I've started YouTube, I never expected to get any subscribers or any views. I mean, Well, to be honest, I did expect to get some subscribers because friends of mine would subscribe to me. But once I've like got more subscribers than I have now, I mean, it's really shocking to me. I never expect this much. I mean, I never expect people to love my videos that much. I mean, I'm doing my best to do good editing, try to get good equipment for the software. I mean, I'm doing all this for you guys because since you guys love my videos, I mean, I'm never gonna stop until probably when I'm dead. But that's not gonna happen until I don't know when I'm dead.
Nice
So-
innuendo.
Oh, I don't think like that.
Well, he's not thinking negative. He's just being positive.
Yeah, it's very admirable.
And he's just thinking he doesn't plan on stopping at all.
Even when he's dead.
Because it's not hard, because you
Alright.
just schedule your videos and they keep going. Alicia.
Well, I'd have to say the sky's the limit. I don't really have a specific subscriber count. The more the merrier, pretty much. Because if I can entertain as many people as possible, then I'm pretty much living my dream, and I know I'm making someone really happy right now.
Yeah.
Alright. Airborne?
Honestly, I never really had a goal. Like, at first, my goal was like originally 10 subscribers. But when I saw I hit that 20 mark, I was like, oh my god, I'm actually doing something good. And so, and I plan on going to college, so pretty much I won't be uploading videos as much. But I'm still gonna be uploading until honestly it gets bored, and I'm pretty sure it's never gonna get bored because one thing I hate over everything is being bored.
Mm-hmm.
Because like being a YouTuber, I get to do what I love, play video games, and when I play video games, I feel great.
Right.
Right. Has actually
Got about
worked
us.
too.
Go ahead, Fused.
Oh,
Wait, what?
honestly, my technically personal subscriber goal actually was just 2. Because I had 0 subscribers for a long time. After I made plenty of videos, a whole bunch of other things, I've had 0 subscribers for a long time. Then I got 1 subscriber, and that was of the story of my brother going to the hospital. That was him subscribing to my channel after he found it. Because I never even told him I was doing that. Second subscriber was actually my best friend from middle school. He found my channel and subscribed to it. And then one day it went from 2 to 23 out of nowhere. Then all of a sudden it went to 37. And then it went to where it is now at about 40 something, I think. So honestly, it actually not only broke my subscriber goal, but it just blew my mind completely. So,
All right. Fair enough.
next question. What are your
Hey
intentions
guys,
for the
wait, you
future
guys,
of your
I
channel?
got a quick question from one of our... Sorry guys, I
What?
just got
Go
a
ahead.
quick question from one of our viewers. From one of our viewers sent me a message.
Hmm.
They're asking, how did you all get into gaming? I'm sorry, I just randomly interrupted it, but they just sent me a question.
That's right.
That's
we're
actually a
here to
good
listen.
question, though. That's actually a good one.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
All right. Are we gonna just answer this in the traditional order?
No, let's just do it the way it is. Alicia goes first. Her question? She goes
I
first.
started gaming. I started gaming when I was like 4 or 5. First video game I ever played was Crash Bandicoot on the PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All
Ranger.
right.
Ranger.
Oh, what?
No.
Oh, shit. What? How did you get start gaming? Like I said, start 2 years
Yeah.
old. First game I ever played was 007 Nightfall,
Oh.
which honestly I loved more than anything. But then I found Manhunt, and then yeah, blah 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 blah. Violent games all the way, man.
Gotcha.
Honestly, for me, it was actually the SOCOM series. The military
Ooh.
game. Yeah. The PS2 version of SOCOM. Not the PS1. Even though we
Right.
did have the PS1, I just didn't play it. I played on the PS2, and I technically did something very bad. My dad had bought a brand new SOCOM game, and we didn't have the PS2 for long, and he didn't want anybody to touch it, let alone play anything on it. We weren't allowed to play games, we weren't allowed to do anything. And this was before we even had a computer. I decided I wanted to see what the game is about. I wanted to see what all this gaming stuff is about. So I decided to open up my dad's brand new SOCOM game, and I played the living hell out of it. I not only beat it once, I beat it 5 times because I was so addicted to it. And he
And
woke
then you
up.
got your ass handed to you.
Yeah, pretty much. I get my ass handed
No,
to me.
Daddy, no, not that again.
Yeah. So.
No, it's not the right stove.
What was it worth it?
Oh yes. Oh yes, it was. Crow, your turn.
Geez, I'm just kind of one of those people who I can't really remember because I've been playing so long to the point where like my infancy memory thingy was like not fully developed. One game I definitely remember being probably the first game I ever actually recall playing is Duke Nukem.
3D.
Duke Nukem 3D. And I should not have been able to play that game at my age. I was sitting there handing $100 bills to hookers. I was shoving my foot up of monsters' asses. I was doing things I shouldn't have been doing at that age. There was like pictures. There was not meant for a child. But I remember my cousin. I would go and visit with my cousins pretty frequently when I was younger, and I had one cousin specifically who played games a lot, and I hung out around him a lot, and you know I would watch him play games. I wouldn't even play it. I would just watch him play games, and they fascinated me. And you know that's kind of where I think it really took a hold on me. So I was, you know, pretty young.
All right.
Dread,
your turn.
I mean, I never stopped playing games since I was 4. I mean, this is the time that me and my mother was staying with my grandparents and grandmas. As I was probably walking around like a disastrous kid, doing all kinds of weird shit. But anyway, they would never allow me to play any console games because I was that young, and they told me that it would fuck me up. And they were right. But anyways, I did
Nice.
sneak into one of the rooms which had the console in. I played the game that it had in, and it was like, I think it was Duke Nukem.
Oh god.
But as I started playing it, I fucking changed. I was thinking of that game all the time. I was like, to Mum, I was like, Mum, can I play that game? Can I play that game? Can I play that game? Mama? Yeah, to the point that my parents just give up and just let me play whatever I wanted.
Yeah, it's basically the same for me. For how I managed to just play whatever the hell I wanted. As soon as I took my dad's game, it was might as well. Because it was an M-rated game, you know, mature for mature, which is basically for adults only. I took it out of the box, took it all out, popped it in, and played it. I wasn't scarred or nothing. I just played it like it was no other thing. Got my ass handed to me, but it was fucking awesome. And afterwards, I get to play whatever game I wanted. Still do.
All right.
All right. Next question, in the right order this time. What are your intentions for the future of your channel?
I mean, anyone who's ever been, you know, people who've been with my channel for a while probably know that I'm a very charitable kind of person, and I definitely want to be able to do that more and in larger quantities. So, I mean, that's definitely, I do plan on sticking with this group. I've had no reason to leave this group. You know, this group is very good for me. I've been in a couple groups in the past, and, you know, eventually they fell apart, and I try not to think about that potentially becoming the case for this one as well. But, you know, I do have a lot of plans that I really would like to be able to do. I just need to get the support behind me before I can do it. So people who are supporting me, you know, I really do appreciate every single person who does get behind me and, you know, believes in me and supports the content that I put out.
Okay. like I said, from the few questions, I mean, I will never end my channel. I mean, if you guys want me to carry on what I do, then I would do it. I mean, I'm here to entertain you guys. Um, I mean, I'm here to entertain. I'm here to make your lives better. I'm gonna put that freaking smile on that face, even though I have to go through fear, which I don't like, by the way, and record all the scares. I'm really not gonna like this, guys. You know. But anyway, like I said, I'm not gonna end it. I'm gonna keep going until I'm probably die out of it, or something bad's happened to me, or I just couldn't take it anymore. But that's not gonna happen. That's just the part where I'd be really stupid.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right,
Alicia?
Alicia.
Jeez. What was the question again? I just completely
Future channel.
freaking comment
You-
section. The freaking comment section distracted me.
Future
Waffle.
of channel. The future of
Yeah.
your channel.
Well, I don't really know exactly. Like, I can tell you, I don't intend on getting rid of my channel or anything. Since I'm like really busy with my schedule and all, I'm thinking I'd probably be uploading every so often, and maybe just keep uploading like I normally do, and edit the best I can, and pick up as many viewers as I possibly can.
All right. Fair enough.
That
Airborne.
comment section distracted me. Crow,
Airborne.
apparently you're Satan.
Well,
Yeah. Apparently.
in the future, in the future, I plan on pretty much making my videos better for my viewers, and pretty much the money I make from YouTube is honestly either gonna go to charity or something like, or for better recording equipment or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But uh, after that, like I do not plan on quitting the channel. Honestly, if as long as I see at least a comment or a view, I'm still gonna be doing videos. Even if I die, man, I'm gonna come back from the dead and start doing videos for you guys.
Hey, you can't do that. That's what I was gonna do.
Hey,
No, you can't do that. I was gonna do that.
if I
Copyright, you know.
if I miss a face, man, I'm still gonna come back.
Copyright. Copyright.
Just don't haunt me, okay? Leave the British man alone.
Yeah, I don't fucking care, man. I'm gonna live forever.
All right then.
Alrighty.
Well,
Newest.
for me, the future of my channel, honestly, I don't really know. I honestly don't know. The only real intentions for the future of my channel is just to have fun. Just to have fun with basically my new friends.
All right.
I never really, had that many people to really talk to anyways, up until Zeke, Zeke brought me to you guys. As soon as I met you guys, I've had a lot more fun than I ever had with games. A hell of a lot more, honestly. Next question. If your channel ever became popular, what kind of additions or changes would you like to make to it?
So, I mean, if my channel did, this kind of expands on the previous question. Now, I really want to get more into doing more charity stuff. I always want to give back to my subscribers and give back to the community in general. I have high intentions of like keeping in mind those who've been with me since the very start, because I mean, my channel could never get to any sort of heights without the people who supported me at the start, which is the people, in my opinion, who supported me the most, because you stuck with me even though you looked at my video and it didn't have 500 views or 1,000 views or 1,000,000 views. So things that additions and changes, hardware wise, of course, I'll upgrade a lot of my hardware. I intend to get a green screen eventually and incorporate that in my videos as well. But I really just want to make something that I can give back to the people who've supported me, and that's pretty much where I'm going with things.
Dread?
Things I would change. First of all, I would probably change my channel banner, because right now I don't really like my banner, but I'm gonna get a new one shortly, hopefully. But other things I would change as well is probably the software I'm using. So I want to get a better one, so I have options to edit my videos. I mean, the one I'm using is alright, but it's not the sort of thing I really want in the future. So yeah, other things I could possibly change is probably the equipment I use, like my mic. I mean, as you can see from shut up. I mean, as you guys seen my second vlog video, that I have a new camera and it's pretty much better than the crap one I was using before. So I'm gonna improve that every time I go to, I don't know, a PC World store or go on internet searching for good recording equipment. I don't know, but anything I can improve on will probably change.
That's good, man. I like that.
I like that too. Alicia.
Yeah. If anything I'd have to change, I'd say I guess it'd be my editing style and probably my banner and avatar because I'm getting kind of sick of those. Yeah, like I really do enjoy editing and I'm still learning how to work it. I mean, like I have Premiere Professional, like CS6, which is like probably the best out there so far. So if anything, I'd probably change the way my video style is. If it, it's while I'm improving with it over time.
But I like it.
Oh, I mean that's a good personal
like,
goal to have, though.
Just like to improve it, I do want to change my channel art, though. That's just one thing I'd really want to
Fair
change,
Ranger.
Alrighty.
Your turn.
Well, me, honestly, I really want to change up my recording style. Like, honestly, with all the editing I do, honestly, I'm not giving enough. But I just really need to give more. But it's just sometimes my computer can't handle it because Sony Vegas is really, yeah, it takes a lot on my computer. Because I have one of those 2008 style computers that I built myself. And luckily, next week I should be getting a new computer, better running, and since Crow may be getting Arma 3, him and I are gonna start doing Arma 3, hopefully.
Yeah.
But honestly, I honestly need to make stuff my own. Like, I will accept like banners and all that from viewers and all that, but mainly I've been having my friend pretty much make my stuff for me, which is honestly in my own mind lazy of me.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough, man. That's pretty good.
Honestly, though, for me and my channel to ever really become popular, I wouldn't really change anything. Honestly, if my channel does become popular, then that means they like what I'm already doing now. They must already know what I like or like what I'm doing just fine to personally become that popular.
Right.
That's
No, I mean, I think that, that's a pretty good point.
honestly, that's about it. Next question.
Yay!
What is your favorite
Hooray.
game for your... Okay, the next question comes from another comment. The comment person name is the Combo Minecraft. He says, "What is your favorite game from your childhood?"
Did we say that?
I was waiting
think-
for this question.
Yeah, I think we already did, but let's go over it again anyways.
Well, see, this question kind of does bleed into the original game question, but in all honesty, my favorite childhood game is different than my favorite game of all time. My favorite childhood game was definitely Lunar 2 Eternal Blue RPG for PlayStation 2. In my opinion, RPGs these days, they're just not as good as they once were. Back then, you didn't rely on flashy graphics. It wasn't about who can make the shiniest fireball, It was about a good story, and that's what RPGs... Now, granted, there are a few that I still enjoy now, like the Mass Effect series and the Dragon Age series.
Oh God.
Pretty much anything that BioWare sneezes on. But, I mean, Lunar 2 Eternal Blue was definitely... as a child, my most played game. I only recently beat it, to be honest. I actually played it recently, and I only recently beat it, and it also has an amazing ending. So if you guys haven't checked that game out, I would highly recommend it.
Dread.
I mean, like I said before, that my favorite game was Kingdom Hearts because I mean it was addictive. It had good story. I mean, the graphics was good. I mean, it got better on the second one. Hopefully, on the third one, I mean, it would definitely be better because it's on the fourth console.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Fair enough. Alicia.
I guess that is well, my favorite childhood game. I think I mentioned this earlier. Growing up, I played like the Crash Bandicoot games, like Crash 1, 2, 3. I'd probably say Crash Bandicoot 3. Just love the platforming and everything.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'd
pretty
go with
good.
Crash Bandicoot 3.
Gotcha.
All right.
I think we already know Airborne's.
Manhunt, strength, sack.
All right.
On down,
Well,
son.
honestly, y'all probably hate this, but this is when we finally got the PS1. Favorite game from childhood? The Final Fantasy game.
Nice. Which one?
7.
Which one? So many.
Oh, that was a good one.
Oh,
7
nice.
and 8, both of them. We had both
That
7
game's
and
really
8.
hard to find now.
Yes, yes it is, but
It's either broken or
yeah, to be exact, my mother, she enjoyed the Final Fantasy animations, all that. She enjoyed all the Final Fantasy stuff. And when the game came out, she bought every single game, every last one of them. To this day, she still has them up to date. So far, however, that she's hidden them from me because I always beat them before she does. So the only one I really have access to right now is Final Fantasy 13, but I know there's more than that right now. But
yeah, number 9 was my favorite personally.
yeah, but my personal favorite is 7 because that's the very first one I started playing.
Really, I really like the first ones on the Nintendo. Those
I think
are
it
my
was
favorites.
11 for mine.
That's just me.
Yeah. Now, hey, childhood game, it's my favorite. Next question. What is your hobby outside of YouTube?
Next question.
What is your
No.
hobbies? Hey, you stoy guy. What is your
Okay,
hobbies
okay,
outside
okay,
of your
okay.
question?
Nah.
All right, enough. Okay. Yes. What is your hobbies outside of YouTube?
Okay, hobbies outside of YouTube. I actually have quite a few things I do besides gaming. A lot of people, a lot of my subscribers already know that I'm actually a massage therapist, and so I stick to a lot of the things that a massage therapist would stick to. I do yoga. I play football, which is not related, but you know,
Coupons?
it's an activity I enjoy doing.
Coupons?
Huh?
Coupons?
Coupons?
Coupons? Coupons?
I do yoga. I try to keep up with my health a lot with like eating habits and regular routines and exercise and such. So outside of my gaming life, that's pretty much the extent of it.
All right, Dread, as Alicia rapes the mic.
I mean,
My hair got caught in the mic. My hair got caught.
How does your hair get caught?
All right,
It's
Dread.
hair.
I'm trying to put on a hoodie. I'm trying to put my hoodie
Okay.
back on.
Dread
I
chemical.
mean-
got caught. Don't ask. Don't question it. Just go with
Are you
it.
done? Are you done? You've ruined my question here.
Yes. I'm done.
God damn it! I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
I'm
Just
so
go.
you too, man. Give me a
Just go.
hug.
Just go.
Just go. Just go.
Quiet. Okay. Like, what? Ah, God, you messed it up. Right. Before, I mean, outside YouTube, I just hang out with my friends a lot. I mean, I go to college. I mean, like I told you guys, I go to college. I go to, I won't say, but I go to college where I do animal care. What? What?
Nothing.
Shut up.
Just go.
I do college and then I do animal care. I want to become a RSPCA inspector to help animals. Because I mean, I have animals. I mean, I've been with animals since I was a little kid, and
Yeah.
I got attached to them. I mean, I want to help them. But aside from that, yeah, just hang out with my friends, do clubbing, football, and anything else is normal, I guess.
I have a question. What are friends?
My imaginary
Wow.
friends. You must meet them.
I would love to meet them.
They're
They sound
imaginary.
wonderful. Can I slit one of their throats?
No,
Wow.
maybe me.
Okay.
You can have
Oh, God.
me.
That's a nice
No.
segue into Alicia's answer.
Well then, okay.
Alicia.
Alicia, yeah, your turn. As Ranger becomes psycho.
jeez.
No,
Stuff
no,
that I
no, no, no,
normally
no, no.
do.
What?
See, we just started. You started
Oh,
something.
I get it.
You
I
started
get it.
something.
I get
That's in mine now.
Oh,
Let's
gosh.
continue.
Alright, hold on. Dread,
Okay, normally. Okay, what?
go.
Normally outside of YouTubing, other than working, I normally tend to draw a lot. I draw my own characters, and I have a lot of different things that I would like to make into cartoons, into stories and such someday. I'm also a comic book collector, collect a few action figures. I also collect a lot of different Japanese mangas, some that are even in Japanese and I can't even read them. I also have a small collection of sharks. Sharks are awesome.
Sharks, really?
Hey, it's my spirit animal, man. I'm a shark inside.
Okay then.
Airborne.
Airborne.
Yeah. Well, outside, I do basketball a lot. But honestly, what really is my skill is anything with computers, really. I actually used to help out my friends with that. Like their computers would break down a lot, so I would go over, go and help them, and yeah, like honestly, the highest I've actually had made my friends pay for stuff that I had to do. Like the highest I've gone is $5. But they're like, all right, that's fine. Um, but honestly, other than that, well, I really couldn't think of anything other than video games.
Fair enough.
Alright, well, honestly, for me, it's not much of a big deal. It's just, outside of YouTube, I don't do anything except for being in the military. I'm in the U.S. Army. Big whoop. I protect our country. I fight. Eh.
You get shot
Fair
by the
enough.
country.
Salute to
I get
you.
shot 24/7.
Dredd doesn't give a fuck because he's not in the U.S.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Don't say that.
Yeah,
Like,
Oh,
you
you
look like a villain
bastard.
here.
not much of a big deal what people actually make it out to be. People always think, oh, you do this, you're a bad guy for doing this, for protecting our country, you're a dick. You do this, you
Baby
do that.
killer.
You do all these
Bastards.
things, but honestly, what people don't actually see isn't really true. Just because
Right,
it may
right.
be the country's enemy doesn't mean people actually go and kill every single body you see. It's only the people that are threatening people with guns or threatening the civilians, us, the people.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. If you threaten someone with a gun in the United States of America, that's basically something illegal. That's the same thing that other countries do to other countries as well. And us, the United States Army, we go in to help those people. Granted, sometimes they just do bullshit, but it's a whole different story sometimes.
We're just all a bunch of big bullies.
I just fucking leg it. Fuck it.
You just leg it. Well, I
Run like a little bitch.
can't.
All right.
I can't leg it because then I get discharged and get two shot my ass.
I might get
They're like-
shot, yeah.
Be Forrest Gump
But
all
I
over you.
died running away like a coward.
Yeah, you become Forrest Gump 2.0. Next question.
Run, Forrest, run.
Next question.
What is the most embarrassing thing you've done in your life?
Wait, we
Oh,
vetoed
God.
that one.
Pass.
No way. No way. No, 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 no.
No, come on, you
Pass,
guys.
pass,
You
pass.
all accepted it, and now you're gonna pass it.
I never accepted it.
Wait, what was it?
I didn't do
Airborne
it.
wanted it.
What?
Everybody,
You
no,
wanted
Crow,
Okay,
Dread, and
okay.
Alicia. You all accepted it. Crow's the only
The
one.
most
I
who
didn't
said no.
say
embarrassing
I
thing.
accepted it.
All right, so the
I
most
can't,
embarrassing
like,
thing. If you guys don't want to answer it, that's fine. I'm sure Airborne will. I'll go ahead
I
and
can't
answer
think
it
of it.
just
Oh,
because
God.
I don't want Airborne to be. I don't want Airborne to be left out.
All right, go.
All right, the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. Man, I mean, the way I describe embarrassment is something that actually embarrasses me. So if I wasn't actually embarrassed by the situation, I wouldn't consider it embarrassing. But God, the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. Probably one time we were at a very fancy restaurant. It was just me and my friends. This is back when I was in college. And I seen a movie where this guy, I don't remember what the movie or the show was, but they were pretty much making jokes about penises. And so it entered my head, and we were all sitting at the table. Everyone was eating, being quiet. It was a very established and fancy place. So, any inappropriate action was prohibited. I obviously forgot that. And we were in the middle of talking, and I don't remember how the conversation started, but we were talking about penises, and this girl sitting across from me, she was like, well, she said something about how everyone else at the table was jealous just because she had a 10-foot dick. So I took my arm straight up into the air, slammed it on the table, and I said, show them what you're working with. And everyone in the entire restaurant looked at me. and and we actually ended up getting kicked out of the restaurant because of that. And that was
Oh,
and
God.
there was probably about 80 people there, and it was
Hey,
a fancy place. You needed reservations to get in, and I fucked it up.
Hey.
Damn.
You could have just said that it was a lyric to a song. It legitimately is.
Well, on the bright side, I took the breadsticks with me. So
Oh, there you go.
Um,
Dread.
Oh, God. Well,
You can
this
do it,
is.
Jed.
So,
You
making
got
me-
it. You can do this.
Uh,
You got this. Come on.
a couple of years ago, from probably now, where I live right now, like I live in the middle of nowhere, apart from the neighbour next door. But anyway, I was taking a shower
Taking
yeah.
a shower.
Get
and heard this
clean.
racket outside my house. So I went to investigate with a towel over me. And as I went outside, it was quite windy. And as I heard a slam behind me, I was locked out of my own house.
Naked.
Yes, with a towel. My parents
Wow.
Poor
were home.
Dread.
My parents wasn't home, so I had to go, like it was a 10-minute walk to my parents' workplace. So I had to walk all the way for 10 minutes, bollock naked with a fucking towel.
Please. One time, okay, I'm just gonna say this. This ain't the most embarrassing thing. I actually, at night, at like near midnight, I literally went outside naked and ran 4 blocks.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
All
someone
right, so
say you?
Alicia, do you want to
Oh,
pass this
shit,
one?
I just had. No, I want to do this one. I just had something a little while ago and I just completely forgot about it. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Well, we can pass
Oh.
this right now.
Crap.
What were you thinking?
Go ahead and jump onto you. It'll come back to me. I know
Yeah.
what it was. I just completely forgot what I
So-
wanted to say.
Airborne, didn't you have like something else you wanted to say as well?
Yeah. Turns out like the one I told you wasn't really the most I was getting a fuck.
Oh,
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
why'd you just turn into
What the
Lucifer?
fuck? What?
Really?
What the fuck?
What are you doing? Turn off your voice
Hey, there we
modulator.
go.
What the
fuck
hell?
was
What
that?
the
I
hell
don't
just
know.
happened?
It just happened.
All right.
All right. So pretty much oh my God, leave me alone. The most embarrassing thing that has actually ever happened to me is pretty much well, it was in the middle of lunch. Okay, I was just like sitting there, and then like right when we leave lunch, we hop on this bus. All right, And when I hop on the fucking bus, guess what song comes on? I'm
Hmm?
sexy and I know it. That is the song
I'm
by.
sexy and I know it.
Yep. Okay. And
Perfect.
um, okay. So I just like I'm on the bus, and then like the thing is, I used to wear like shorts that had like that had a rip at the bottom. I did not know this.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I stand up, and you know that wiggle wiggle part
Oh God.
right then. Thing
Oh
is,
my.
the thing is, I was free balling it. I was
God.
Oh my god.
right when I stood up on the seat. I was like, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. A girl right in front of me sees my, and it just like just slaps her nose.
Oh
It
my God.
slaps her nose, and she's like,
Oh god.
I'm just like, oh my god, I am so sorry. Because how I could tell is because my nuts hurt 3 seconds of that.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Well, Alicia, did you get yours back?
Yeah, I remembered it. It took me a few minutes, but I got it.
All right.
Right, so this was, I believe this was either in the 7th or the 6th grade, and I remember I was sitting at, I think it was the table at school during one of my classes. I don't remember which class, don't care. Me and a couple friends were sitting together at the table, and I don't know where we got into this conversation, but somebody brought up the case of drugs. Somebody brought up mushrooms, and the next thing you know, everyone was screaming about a variety of different drugs. Of course, one of the people at the table had actually started doing them not too long ago, so he was going on about his mushroom trips, etc., and everyone started going along and joking with it. And I don't know where I got it from, but I must have been ridiculously sugar high or something. So, God, I swear I think I was half asleep. I slammed my hand on the table and grabbed everyone's attention and said, "Oh yeah, well I've got lots and lots of pots." Oh my God.
Nice.
Suddenly, a girl from another table, like another table in the room, runs up and like gets right next to me with her face right next to my ear, and she has a fistful of money and she has another hand out, and I'm just looking at her like, what the
Ooh.
fuck just happened? And she's looking at me like, you said you have lots and lots of crack, right? And she's literally looking at me with her eyes just fixated on me. It's really scary because
Oh,
I've never
God.
seen a look in another person's eyes like this. And she's about like maybe 14 or 15, no older than I am at
God.
the
They get those
time.
drugs, brah.
Actually, this happened to me.
Of course,
I'll let you finish.
yeah. Sorry. Seriously, everyone was looking at her, and everybody was looking at me, and everyone was looking at her from across the room, even the teacher, because we were all joking, and it was near the end of the time for the class to go, and that was the last class during the day. Everybody was looking at us. And throughout like the next 2 or 3 weeks, everyone was asking me, "What kind of drugs do you have on you?" So
Them
like I
druggies.
was seen as a drug dealer for the next couple of weeks at school.
Wow.
Druggies.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. One time I was like, oh, okay. First time I thought the Skype call ended.
No,
No.
not
Okay.
yet.
Okay. So I was literally at my school. All right. Some people made a rumor that I was selling drugs to people. Okay. So the first time, every time someone went up to me, like, "Hey man, I need some drugs," I'm gonna be like, "Okay, $50, and you're gonna have to reach down my pants."
Nice.
So, Fewest, what about you?
Uh,
You're not escaping this one, you son of a bitch.
Oh,
fuck.
it
Got into this.
technically,
Gotta finish it.
okay,
Uh,
I didn't have drugs in my pants. It's just
Right.
my friend, well, my brother's friend Kelly, he covered my in weed. He literally covered it in weed
Ugh.
and
Okay.
glued
Whoa.
it on, glued some of it on. I'm just like, oh god, this fucking hurts. I'm not gonna fucking bother.
Ugh.
So I just
All
wait.
right. Well, segue into Fewest.
all right, fine. So, I was a little kid. This
Mm.
is when not Sam's Club, but Walmart was out and all that. They had those like deals every single 2 weeks, or not 2 weeks, but every single week. I was in Walmart and I was with my mother. So in my mother's hand, but I seen some candy that was new. And I wanted it. So I went down an aisle without my mom, and I opened the box of candy and I ate it. And I looked around and couldn't find my mom, so I sat there on the ground crying my eyes out. And all I hear on the PA system, Mrs. Tillman, please come to aisle blah 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 blah, blah to get your son.
Oh, 5. You got a shithead over here.
No, that's only that's not even half of it. So my mom gets
Okay.
there, and they say, "Okay, I'm sorry, we're sorry, we're sorry," and my mom picks me up. We start going towards the exit after we get a few more things to actually buy because we're buying groceries. I told her, "Okay, mom, I gotta go to the bathroom." She says, "Okay, hurry up." So I walked to the restroom area. At the time, I didn't know what sign was what.
Oh.
Oh,
So-
God.
Walked into the woman's bathroom. I've done that before.
I walked into the women's
I was forced into one.
restroom. Hold on,
Mhm.
hold on, that's not it though. I walked in the women's restroom and I looked around. I was like, "Where are all these stalls?"
Oh.
I've always known what a woman's bathroom is like.
All right, viewers.
Because there was nothing but stalls. But I was trying to figure out, okay, why are there only stalls and where are the urinals, the little toilet thingies? I was like,
Uh-huh.
okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother. So I didn't know that the toilets were actually the stalls at the time. So I climbed up because there was a step ladder there. Climbed up onto the sink
Oh boy. Yep.
Oh God.
and
Oh, no.
I didn't went number one.
Okay.
I went
I've
number
actually-
Oh,
two.
God.
In the
I've actually
sink
shit in your-
itself. I went to number two in the sink itself.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
God.
actually took a shit in the fucking urinal once.
It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought you were gonna tell us that, like, while you were walking out of the store, you just like pissed yourself and left a trail of urine leading to the door or something.
Oh,
crap of
is
shit.
that so? It's not
Always
just me that
diarrhea.
It happened
suspected,
to my sister
suspected that.
once.
Wow.
Honestly,
Oh,
my
my.
life is just full of surprises.
Well,
All right.
Next question.
Next question.
What would you do if you could meet up in person?
Hmm?
What would you-
Well, this is definitely an interesting question. For anyone who is curious, we actually have discussed vaguely, not like in serious detail, at least not me, anyways, of a potential meetup in the future. Obviously, this this group rather, is still very new, but a lot of us do live more close to the East Coast. So it has, been a consideration that like we could all meet up at PAX East or something like that. As far as any activities outside of that, I'm game for just about anything. We can go do paintballing, whatever would be fun for the rest of the group as well. But I think it'd be pretty cool.
Dre?
I mean, like I said, I'm like far away from you guys. I mean, I live in the UK. I'm the only British man in this group, apart from Mark, which is not very active in the group. But
Right.
anyways, probably in the future, maybe a year or two, when I finish college, when I got a job, maybe I could do that then. But not anytime soon because I got a lot of coursework to do.
Understandable.
So, yeah.
Alicia?
If we actually do meet up, that'd be pretty cool. I think we should go to like a VidCon or something, kind of like a thing, and just see if we could like meet up with our viewers and such if our channels get big enough.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot better, eh? Potentially.
Airborne.
Honestly, if we all met up, it'd actually be pretty good. My fucking friend says that me and Crow kind of look alike. Well,
Clones.
yes. Shit. What was it? I had something in mind. Well, if we all did meet, it most likely would be PAX East, and that would be great. Pretty much because, like, you guys would know what I look like. You guys will know how tall I am. I am fucking huge. I
And
could
I'm just fucking
probably,
short.
and I'm pretty sure that I could lift you guys.
Potentially.
Do you even lift drop? All right, so now we're heading on to fewest.
Honestly, if I could slash would meet up with you guys. I honestly would in a heartbeat. Cause, whoa, okay.
That mic.
It keeps getting stuck in her hair. She needs to trim her
Yeah.
hair.
She needs to clean it.
All right, go ahead and continue, Fewis.
Yeah, but anyways, meeting up wouldn't be actually a bad thing. The only hard part would just be not really getting there per se, but just having the funds to stay like 2-3 days. So
Yeah.
lost my train of thought. Sorry, but being able to stay there for a couple of days or even 3 days, possible, it'd be pretty expensive. But to actually just be able to do that would be fun because then we would not only just be gaming while we're, meeting up, but we could also have a camera or two, and just record
right.
whatever the hell we do that, those days that we hang out.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool, and I'm sure there's plenty of games that we could all play together, like in a local setting. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I just noticed this. My fucking teeth are bleeding.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh,
Yeah,
that's not
that's-
good.
I got
That's not a good
braces.
sign.
I got braces. Fucking tight. So it's.
Oh, all right. Next question.
Yep.
If you could see a famous celebrity, what would you do, and who would it be?
Ah, man. This question... We're not including porn stars, right?
No. No.
Hey, that's still a celebrity.
No,
no.
I was just messing around.
No, PG-13.
As far as celebrities go, geez, that's a tough one because I don't really watch a whole lot of TV and I don't really watch a whole lot of movies now. But if we're actually including like YouTube celebrities, then that list goes on. I'd probably say one of the YouTubers that these days I admire the most is Chilled Chaos, just because he's been making his videos for such a long time, and he's a little bit younger than some of the other YouTubers out there. So I feel like I kind of and he's very intellectual. Like I've watched a lot of his solo videos. It doesn't show up very much in his like multiplayer games, but usually when he's playing by himself, you can see how intellectual he is. And sometimes he'll be talking, and he actually does like those solo let's plays on occasion, and that's something I miss from a lot of YouTubers, is that they don't really direct their attention toward the audience a lot. They just play with their friends, which is great, but I feel like that solo connection is kind of necessary, and he does that, so it makes me admire him for it. So I would probably say if I could meet any of them, it would be him.
Dread.
Well, like I said, my favorite YouTuber is Mark, and I'd say he's my celebrity. I mean, if I do meet him, which probably be a little bit impossible since I live in the UK and he lives in America, but if I do meet him, I'll probably piss my pants and faint seeing him. You never know, it might happen, but anyway, I would probably shake his hand, telling you did a good job. I mean, saying you make me do all this, you saved my life, that sort of thing that everyone says to Markiplier. So yeah.
Alicia.
So where was the question? Because I had to run off real quick.
Right. If you could meet a famous... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
If you could see a famous... yeah. If you could meet a famous celebrity, what would you do, and who would that be?
Could it be someone that died a while ago?
I don't see why not.
If I had to meet, I either would have wanted to meet Ed Gould, or I'd want to meet Tomska. Tomska is sort of someone that I've watched for a long time because he's always been a part of Ed's world, and I'm literally subscribed to him on my channel. He's literally, I love the ASDF movies, and it's something that his videos just don't make half of sense at all most of the time, but really it's really fun and entertaining to watch. Normally, I'm sure he probably gets a lot of fans jumping up on his doorstep, but yeah.
I think it's personally reasonable.
I suck your dick if you shut me out.
Okay, your turn.
Obviously, you guys should know because I voice act him all the fucking time.
Oh yeah.
Schwarzenegger, because honestly, that guy.
I want to voice act too.
Okay,
can.
that guy has helped me through sometimes, because like he's awesome. Um, I okay, I've always wanted to like work out. He encouraged me. You know his workout video,
Hmm.
pretty much.
Yeah.
And if I did meet him, he's too old to, but I would fucking work out with him, pretty much because like who the fuck wouldn't want to work out with the guy who practically is the world's strongest celebrity?
Yeah,
Fucking
Hmm.
work out with the Terminator.
Yeah,
pretty much.
who
Yeah.
wouldn't want to fucking do that?
What's up, fewest?
Like Dwayne
I
Johnson.
honestly, it actually have to be Sly Foxhound. I know a lot of people don't know who he is, but he's part of the Creature Hub and all that, which is basically with Gassy Mexican, all those others.
Right.
I
I know who
say
you're talking
I
about.
say that because it's actually a possibility to meet him, and it's a possibility for all you who live on the East Coast to actually meet him too. I say this because Sly Foxhound, Sly, he actually lives in Florida now. He lives in the East Coast.
Huh.
So we can actually meet him personally. It's not impossible. It's not impossible.
Invisible.
It's not impossible. It's just it'll probably really be really really difficult though.
Right. Well, I mean, that's good. I'm glad everyone has like people they look up to and people that they would fangirl over if they met.
Yeah,
Next
There's only
question.
one of us that's actually a girl here now.
yeah, that's the sad part.
Not me.
All right.
All right.
Next question. If you could live in a video game for the rest of your life, what game would it be?
Ooh. Okay, so this question is under the assumption that if it's a game you die in, you would actually come back to life if that was the case.
Yes.
Damn, that's kind of a tough one. I mean, there's so
Bing
many
bong.
RPG games out there I love, but you know, they're story driven. If I had to like be in a game, jeez. I mean, that goes beyond my favorite games because I don't really think I could actually be in those. It's a tough question to answer. I mean, if I had to throw something out right now, I would. I mean, I'd probably say the Mass Effect series. Those games are just so filled with content, and there's so many different options. You can play that game over and over again, and I've done it. You can play all three of those games over and over again and get different outcomes every time. So it just I like how immersive the game world is, and there's just so many possibilities. And I think that would be an awesome game to get lost in.
All right, Dread.
I mean, it would be Kingdom Hearts again, but this time it would be Deadpool, the game. I mean, he never dies. He fucking breaks the fourth wall, talks to you guys. I mean, that's what I want to be. I want to do that sort of thing.
That's cool. That's cool.
And probably mess a lot of things up, like blowing stuff up with tons and tons of dynamite. Explosions!
That's
Alicia.
awesome, though. That's really awesome.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I would probably have to throw it at the Pokemon universe if I ever had the chance to live in a video game universe. What could be
That was a good
cooler
one.
than raising actual Pokemon? I've always dreamed of having a Charizard. I want a
Wow.
I want to get a freaking Charmander, and I'm going to name him Buddy, and he's gonna be my best buddy. 'Cause seriously, the games are just addicting. It's something I could really get behind. I would want to be in the Pokemon universe, like head on, if I could ever live in one. Because you can't die. You're pretty much like a 10-year-old boy or girl going out into the world on your own, and your parents are like, yeah, whatever. No rules!
Well, I mean, that's good. I actually wish I thought of that.
Airborne.
Took me a
Um,
while.
Honestly, it would be kind of fucking rough to choose, very much because like I've played so many video games in my life, and a lot of them have had good characters and all that. I would honestly say, your own character in Dark Souls. You like you would probably go fucking mad after you die a shit ton of times, but still,
Fuck this life.
fucking hey. You guys like a fucking badass.
I am kind of curious to know how it feels like to be resurrected over and over
Oh
again.
god,
know, right?
it fucking hurts. It fucking hurts. I actually died for 10 seconds once.
Ugh.
It fucking hurts.
So fewest, what about you?
Honestly, it'd have to be the GTA series because it's so realistic almost. It has almost all the realism to it. Plus it's got guns, plus it's got cars, a whole bunch of other shit. Basically do whatever the hell you want. And you can be your own
Yeah.
character whenever you feel like it and just dress however the hell you want and nobody would really bitch at you. If someone
Makes
bitched at
sense,
you,
though.
If someone bitched at you, pop them in the face. Well, you get arrested, please. Okay, you spend like whatever amount of time in jail or prison, and you just pull the or when you get arrested, you be like, oh, okay, you got me, coppers. Pop yourself in the face. You're dead. Next thing you wake up, you're freaking in your bedroom again, alive.
Yeah. You can just live out all the fantasies you'd like to live out in the real world.
Basically, yeah.
One thing that I would really be excited about is figuring out where the hell all those weapons go when you're not wielding them.
I know, right? That's why I want to know. Cause,
Hide him in
popping
my
a-
pants.
yeah, because
No,
popping
I'm
them
pretty
right
sure
out of
they're
your ass.
literally hidden in your asshole. or
I know,
something.
because
Like-
popping them out of your ass would be hurting. It'll hurt like hell.
Rocket launcher out of nowhere.
Yeah, because
Where
honestly,
the fuck did he get a rocket launcher? I think he pulled it from his anus. Oh shit, he's got one from an anus. People get
shit.
lump in prison.
Mary
oh
Poppins
shit, he's
in
got
this.
a freaking minigun. Run!
All right. Next
question.
question.
If you
We
could have
done.
one video game feature, what would it be?
Oh,
Crow.
Oh, that one's. I'm excited for this one. I don't know if any of you guys actually know what this is, but I'm sure someone out there does. I would want the ball from Katamari Damacy.
oh my
Oh
god.
my god, yes! Oh my god.
Just fucking just starts. Yes.
That is one of my favorite games that I used to play.
Release the spam cannons.
That's
Dread.
definitely. Go ahead, Dread.
Sorry.
I mean, it'd be the Kingdom Hearts Keyblade.
Oh,
I mean,
Nice.
it's
Next.
quite handy.
next.
I mean, whenever
Uh,
I lose it, I can just pop it back to my hand. I mean, that'd be handy for my house. I mean, if I'm locked out of my house, damn, right there.
Is this somehow connected with getting locked out naked?
No.
Yes, yes.
Hey,
Alicia.
don't worry about it. Nothing's wrong with the human body, honestly.
All right, Alicia.
That's insecurities.
Go.
Okay, what?
Shut
I was
up.
chewing.
Do you know what question you're on?
Nope, not at all.
If
you
you could
have
have one
to-
feature from any game, what would it be?
I want to throw Hadoukens and Shoryukens and Tatsumaki spinacles with my feet.
That's awesome, actually.
Shoryuken!
Sorry,
Dude, being a Street Fighter would be awesome. I don't want the cheap one like Sakura's. I want one like Ryu or Ken's. Only I want it more like Ryu's.
Airborne.
Huh.
Hadouken!
Honestly,
Oh, that's so cool.
I would honestly say, the power to respawn.
Ah,
That's actually a good
fair
one.
enough.
Repeat how 100 ways to die or 1,000 ways to die.
All by yourself.
Yeah,
All
but,
by yourself.
but it wouldn't.
It actually would be fun to do that.
Yeah, but it wouldn't
Oh, fu-
be 1,000. It would probably be over billions.
Yeah, you can do anything.
Honestly,
All right.
for me, I know a lot of people were wanting to hear the portal gun, but actually, no. It's not the portal
Aw.
gun. It's actually it's something very close to the portal gun, but I forgot
Not
what it was
quite.
called.
Gravity gun.
No. It had something
Uh.
oh. Naruto. From Naruto Shippuden.
Oh.
The game.
Oh.
However,
Oh,
However, I'm not saying Naruto himself. I'm saying Kakashi Sensei.
ooh.
Oh god. Oh yeah.
That guy's a little overpowered, don't you think?
I don't care. I'd be him. I would be him. That's my honest thing.
Gotcha.
Next question. This is everybody's personal favorite. What is your dream gaming computer?
Oh God.
Man, I mean, I've seen a lot of really awesome stuff from Falcon Northwest. You can spend
What is it?
literally tens of thousands of dollars on a computer built from Falcon Northwest. But my dream gaming computer would definitely be something I built myself, like the computer I have now, but a lot better. It's really hard to really imagine because as the future goes on, technology is going to keep expanding and expanding. But to get beyond the realm of realism, at least as we know it today, I think it would be really awesome to have like a computer that is like very compact, like a wristwatch, and you can walk around with it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could get into details of specs, but let's be honest. In a year, anything that's good right now is only going to be decent. So, I would say that a dreaming gaming computer would be something that like you could just wear on your wrist, and like it would have like a holographic screen or a hologram screen rather, and you could just take it wherever you wanted.
Dread.
Oh god. Oh, it's probably the same as Crow because that is really interesting. I really like that. I mean, I can't say anything else, but I think I'll go with Crow's idea as well. It's kind of awesome to have that.
All right. So, Alicia.
I honestly would not have an idea. I I can't really think of anything other than probably having some of the best simulators on it, maybe. And unlimited memory. That'd be cool. That's all I can really think of. Really, I can't think of much for it.
Airborne.
Well, honestly, like monitor-wise, I already have the best one right now. But computer, well, I'd always keep up to date, like up-to-date computer. I would be able to, if I get the job I want, which is video game programming, and if I do get it, then I'm pretty much gonna be easily keeping up with everything and all that.
Right. This is kind of a loaded question, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, though,
Because the answer is always going to be the most recent thing.
Yeah.
However, for me, it's kind of different because this is the newest up-and-coming thing. Dream computer, not necessarily a computer, but it is kind of its own personal computer in its way. I say this because of Microsoft's newest release, not really release, but preview of the HoloLens.
Huh.
The HoloLens is kind of a computer itself with its own HPU, its own processor. And seeing as it's getting to that point in time to where in the United States, it's going to be a realistic thing. It's going to be real to where holograms is everywhere. Having the HoloLens would be best thing ever because that'd be right there. You can game in your living room without even really moving a spot. Because
Sounds pretty legit.
there's already, we already know the anime Sword Art Online, where where you get the full dive gear supposedly, and you put it on, you're in a whole different world and all that. We already know about that. But nobody actually really thinks about, okay, what if you don't want to be inside of a full game? What if you just want to be inside in front of your own front room, sitting, and you decide, okay, yeah, I want to play Solitaire, or okay, I want to play Minecraft right in front of me. That's where the HoloLens comes in from Microsoft. That's why it's actually my dreaming computer, because you can play games right in front of you. Right in front of you without even really lifting a finger or two.
I mean, that's just like Oculus Rift, isn't it?
Yes, but
Quite a bit better.
yes, but it's way better because it's holograms and it's right there in front of you instead of having to have something super duper close to your head like a screen.
Well, can you feel it as well?
No, not necessarily. I think they're working on that.
Well, that
still.
would be fun.
Yeah,
So I want to feel how death feels.
All right. Well.
It does not feel good.
Yeah, I know it doesn't. You have to don't explain it to me.
I did.
All right.
I know
So
you did.
next question comes from another comment. The person's name is Pizza Fries. His question is, where did you get your username from? Dread.
Well, when I was thinking of building a YouTube channel, I had to think of a good, sensible, and simple word. I mean, I got like dread out of, I don't know, just out of my mind, and suddenly I just thought I like chemicals because, geez, who doesn't like chemicals?
Chemistry.
Yeah, I'm not bad at chemistry, but anyway, I just put those two words together. So I mean, had a lot of list of names that I could think of, but I chose those two names.
All right. Crow.
All right, give me just a second. All right. All right. So the question is how we obtained our username, right?
Yep.
All right. So I actually have a story behind this. When it wasn't too long ago, but a little bit younger. Back when the Xbox 360 not necessarily was new, but was, still not old yet, and the game America's Army came out for it.
Oh yeah.
Which, depending on how you feel about America's Army, you may have liked it, you may have disliked it. I enjoyed it because to me, that was the most realistic military shooter that I'd played at the time. This was way before I had my own PC, so I didn't have online gaming. I didn't know America's Army existed on PC before the Xbox version. So this is the closest thing I had to it. But I was playing America's Army, and later I actually, because when you make your character for playing single player, you give them a nickname, which is kind of what the characters and the game refer to you as, because, with the modernization of gaming, usually it's in sports games where they'll actually say your real name when you type it, and it's really cool. But I was looking through the list, and every time I would scroll down, it would play an example of, what it said. And then it got down to Crow. And I heard it, and I was like, oh, that sounds really cool, and I like to be stealthy, and I like to be sneaky. Well, then I was thinking, I really wanted something that was, more than just Crow, because Crow was way too common and obvious. So I added an E at the end of it, because, the elite people do that. And still I wanted to add more, and then I was like, okay, well, sneaky, cautious, and I wanted it to be a double C. And at first I was thinking of, Corrupt Crow, or Crazy Crow, and a few things, and they just didn't fit. And eventually, this was back, this was more recently when I came up with the full part of it. When I was playing League of Legends, I was making a name change, and I was like, okay, Cautious Crow. And I was like, I like that. It fits me, it fits my personality and how I play the game, and just me as a person. So I really, that's what I came up with. I feel like it's very unique, and I feel like I'm never going to change it, ever.
Alicia.
Right, so pretty much Alicia is my original name. That's my name. No story behind that. The word ultra sort of attached itself to my name because I used to use this old website called World, which is practically defunct now. It's still up and about, but you can find it floating around, but it's pretty much dead nowadays. Me and a group of friends used to hang out on the site all the time and play games and such. I don't remember the exact origin story, but I do remember that my friends referred to me as an ultra cool person. They literally use the word ultra and cool. So I started to slap the word ultra into my name, and it sounded rather cool. So I sort of stuck with it and started using it for other things like other websites, and I use it for my Xbox and a whole bunch of different websites. So it's sort of just stuck, and it's not going anywhere.
All right.
Sweet deal.
Ranger.
Well, honestly, my original thing was called Hesed Vineyards, but then I'm just like, that's not gonna stick to people. So I think of stuff like Hesed Vineyards was my stepdad's wine company that he used to do a lot. But then I'm just like, oh yeah, that's never gonna stick. So then I'm just I just remember that my old friends when I was like a little kid, they used to call me Ranger, and I was like, oh yeah, and then I'm like, and then I just remember my father. He was a hell dropper. You know, those people who jump into force fires and all that from a plane. So I'm just like airborne. And I'm just like airborne ranger. And so I'm just like, that'll fit. Because, yeah. sounds good.
Yeah,
Well,
it's good, man. It's good.
I just make it. I make my first video, which was Arma, and we fucking drop in, and it's like Airborne Ranger. Like
Yeah.
I was originally gonna make just like Arma videos, but then I was like, yeah, with this kind of frame rate, I'm not gonna be able to do that.
Fair enough.
All right.
Fewest.
For me, it's not really that much of a big story. It's kind of almost the same as Crow's. It's just kind of the same for mine. Mine used to be my Hotmail email actually for my online gamer tag, which is my online email. So I finally got an Xbox 360 again because we had one and it broke. So I got another one for Christmas. Then I got a 12-month pass for Xbox Live. So I decided to hop on, play with some friends that got like picked on a bit because of just not having an official username. So I decided, okay, you know what, screw this. I want a new username. I go to the old style username to where it had the little spin wheel so you could actually spin it. Well, I spun it and then decided, okay, stop here. It popped up, and what popped up is Fuse Rider. So, to be exact, I actually have Microsoft's Xbox 360 to thank for the username name change kind of ordeal. Not really.
Wow.
Good.
That's destiny.
Because I decided, okay, I wanted to change my name. I got tired of being harassed about my email being my name, let alone getting a shit ton of emails. So,
Right.
so I changed it.
Fair enough. On to the next one.
Next question.
Another?
What kind of recording?
Yes.
What kind of recording / editing software do you use?
I think this one's gonna be a pretty easy question for everyone. Recording, for my face and my personal audio, I use Windows Movie Maker. Simple as that. For my game footage, I used to use Fraps, and I stuck with it for a while. I experimented on a bunch of different stuff, but they all screwed me in one way or another. So I stuck with Fraps despite the fact that its videos eat your fucking hard drive. And then I eventually converted over to XSplit Broadcaster like a month ago, which is what I'm using now. And as far as editing goes, for making the video, I use Sony Vegas. And for making my thumbnails, I use Photoshop CS6. And I believe that's just about it.
Dread?
Oh god, I've been doing a lot of experiments just to get a good software. I mean, I started off with Camtasia 8. I mean, I had a 30-day trial out of it, but after 30 days, it was kind of good. I kind of liked it, but when I got to the cost, it cost like a lot of fucking money. I mean, I didn't have that kind of money on me. Fair enough, I was gonna pay for like a few, well, kind of a lot, but not that much. I mean, it's like 200 quid if you want to search it, but I couldn't buy it, so I had to search for a new one. And then I did some bunch of editing software that I didn't even know of. Just keep going and going until I got to XSplit, which I'm okay with. It's just like Fraps and Camtasia, but free, kind of, if you don't want to buy it.
Right. All right. Alicia?
Normally, with my recording stuff, I'll use Audacity if I'm recording by myself, well, I use it for everything I record. And usually if I'm in a group and I'm playing a game with friends, I'm normally recording with the Skype caller. When I edit my videos, I am using Premiere. And when I make my thumbnails, I'm using Photoshop. For recording like videos and such, I either use Fraps or I use Microsoft Screen Capture.
Airborne?
Right. Airborne.
Airborne.
Oh, I use DxTory because like it's the only thing that really doesn't screw me, other than like like a video. The usual videos I make like are about 1 to 2 gigabytes. And it really does make the video look good most of the time. I used to use fucking I can't remember what it's called, but something Wolf.
Overall,
Uh,
Yeah,
Overwolf.
Overwolf. Thank you. But yeah, it really dropped the frames. So I'm just like, oh my god, not using this ever again. So I then start looking, and I then found DX Story. I found out it costs money, like only $30. I'm just like, nah, just deal with it. Um, but after I fucking use it after a while, I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to use this? I then start tinkering with it and find out how to use it. And nowadays I do. Editing, I use Sony Vegas. It's confusing at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy to use.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
All
Yeah,
right.
thumbnails and all that. Honestly, I find anything I could use. I've recently been using paint.net. Yeah.
all right. Well, for me, honestly, I've used a shit ton of recording software. A lot. I also used DX Story up until it finally took a shit on me. To where I couldn't even run it without getting a fatal error. So I had to get rid of it, sadly. Yeah. So I stopped paying for it and couldn't use it. But the two main ones I use for recording is Fraps and, sadly, but really efficient, Bandicam.
Ew.
Eh? Bandicam's actually
That's bad.
no, actually not with the not with the coder I have, the not coder but codecs I use to render and actually record. It actually gets every single frame in there.
Well, if it works, then it works.
Yeah. I also
What's
use
the next question?
Hold on, I ain't finished.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. I also use Audacity for audio. Jeez, try and jump ahead, jump the gun. Yeah.
What?
For rendering, however, I use
Yeah.
Vegas, Sony Vegas, number 12. But for thumbnails and a few other things, along with the rendering, I use Photoshop and GIMP for thumbnail making. And for the final rendering, I use Adobe After Effects CS6. So there's
All right.
that. Yeah.
So,
Next question.
I wasn't trying to rush, by the way. It's just this has been going on for 2.5 hours. I didn't expect it to take this long.
Yeah.
Neither did
All
I.
right. Next
I'm
question.
hungry.
Will you ever have a Let's Play with your subscribers submitted by Nicholas Rosen?
Ah, hello, Nicholas.
Nicholas, my friend.
He's a good subscriber of mine. Been with me for a while. I do actually intend to eventually do Let's Plays with my subscribers. I feel like that this is something that is more aimed towards me doing streams because I do intend to stream in the future. I think it would be a lot easier to do that then. I've actually personally invited a few of my subscribers in the past to record with me, but they've always had stuff to do, you know, it's conflicting schedules and such. And at first I thought, you know, well, that sucks, but then it made me realize, you know, people who watch my content, you know, they have lives too, and they have busy stuff that they have to do as well. So to answer your question, I do intend to do it, but if I do it, it'll probably be during a stream that I would like say in advance. That way people would know it was coming.
Dread?
I would love to do that. I mean, I do have a couple of people who want me to play with them. I mean, on Twitter, I got this one guy found me on Twitter and say he looked up a video and say, "Hey, can you send me a message whenever you want to play each other?" I mean, I love to do it. I mean, it'd be good to know you all. I mean, I can't always go through all of you lot, but I will try my best to have the time and to play together with you guys. I mean, that'd be a great thing to build a relationship between the audience and yourself.
That was very pretty, Dread.
Alicia?
You're welcome.
Yeah, that would totally be cool. I've actually have played with one of my subscribers before. If anyone's ever seen my Gmod with Shaney Bob, he's one of my subscribers. He's trying YouTubing, and I ended up recording with him, and he recorded his own version of it too.
Cool.
So yeah, that I could be willing to do that again.
Amber? Airborne?
You literally just call me fucking Amber.
Shut up.
Okay.
Whoops.
Well, I actually have played with my subscribers before. Well, with one anyway. He was a kid known as Zombie, or something Zombie. I can't remember. That was a while ago. He was pretty good. You know, he hoped he could do a YouTube sometime. So I'm like, why not start now? I'm pretty sure he made a channel. I'm not sure. But yeah, he starts doing videos with me like a long time ago. I haven't made contact with him for about 6 to 7 months.
Alrighty.
Alright, well.
But yeah, I plan on doing more videos with subscribers because, well, honestly, to be friends with your subs is a very good thing because not many people actually do that.
Honestly, I
Yeah,
actually.
because many people usually just.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead, Fuse.
Yeah, honestly, I actually already have with a friend of mine that actually had joined us in the live stream chat. His name's Joshua Coelho. He's actually a live streamer on Twitch. I've actually played with his followers, not followers, but subscribers, and my personal subscribers as well. So, yeah, and I still do it to this very day, every single day.
I think it would be nice to get that kind of connection with them.
Mm-hmm.
Onward.
Next question comes from Sergeant Professor. He asks, "What kind of games do you like the most?"
Hello, Professor.
I'm
I'm
assuming-
assuming that this question is in reference to genres, in which case I would have to say RPGs. I'm not a really big fan of RPGs these days, and I'm not a big fan of MMOs, but definitely RPGs from the past, all the way.
Dread,
RPGs, same. Love them.
Mm-hmm.
Alicia,
I'd have to either give it to platforming games like Sonic or Mario, or I'd have to give it to fighters like Street Fighter or Tekken.
Fair enough.
I can't get enough of those. I grew up on those.
Airborne.
Honestly, I am a huge fan of military type or gory type. Pretty soon.
Call of Duty.
No,
No.
not fucking Call of Duty. I mean like
Oh, no.
realistic, like Arma.
Mm-hmm.
And
Alright.
mine had to be the same thing as Amber. Airborne.
Yep.
Shit. Whips double.
Realistic military shooters. I love them too. They're good.
Next question from Sergeant Professor again. What do you think about community-made content such as mods for a game?
Oh man, I could go on for a long time saying how I feel about community-made content, but simply put, it's one of the reasons why I choose PC gaming over console gaming. Community, the fact that you don't have to have a gaming education to make stuff on a PC, and that's really one of the reasons why I love doing it. And you know, the content, community-made content and mods, they're not really as big in console gaming. So I really, really love it, and I mean, like, just the fact that potentially in the future I could have content made about me or animations made about me is just like mind-bogglingly amazing. So I love the stuff.
Dread.
I would say the same thing. 'Cause I mean, I got like PC, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, 4, 5, not 5, 4. I wish I got 5, but anyway. Yeah, stuff like that. I haven't got Xbox One, but I'm hoping in the future I can get, because I want to play every single game I can get, because I want to experience them. I want to get addicted to them. Not fully addicted, but you know.
Yeah.
There are some games that you can't play on a PlayStation 4. There are some games you can't play on Xbox One.
But there's games you can always play on PC.
Yeah.
Alicia.
I lost the question again.
What do you
Someone
think?
keeps Someone keeps messaging me on Facebook.
It's
What
essentially, what do you think of
about
community mods and content?
Community mods and content. You mean like simple things like Skyrim and Gary's mod kind of mods, right?
Yeah,
Like,
And it's-
yeah, just like modding.
and more than that. but
Honestly,
yeah.
I really love it. I honestly think that people could just pull out a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of creativity with a lot of different mods on Gary's mod, and I used to play Skyrim too. I used to see a lot of crazy and creative things on Gary's mod, and especially Skyrim too. You could see a lot of crazy things on Skyrim.
Right.
People could just throw out like all the stops, and you'd see like these crazy projects that looks like it would take up to
A year.
30 people to make all together, like a creative team just to make the game itself. But people can get really creative. I love mods.
Well said.
Airborne.
Well, I think mods are really good for like games, pretty much because like Arma, it has a short campaign, so I essentially would like love mods pretty much because it makes a game go on for longer, like missions, community mods like Epoch and DayZ.
Yeah, mods are really strong in Arma games.
Yeah.
All right, so
Fewest.
honestly, mods and community made content is actually the best. I know one of us will disagree for the game I'm about to say, but Minecraft is the base example. Minecraft has the Feed the Beast, Technic launcher, all that. They have all those mods out there that add more goals, more cool shit to play on, along with the map making community for Minecraft, where they're actually making community made maps along with cooperative maps, so you can play with your friends that are not that bad actually.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, I want to point out that although I don't fully like enjoy Minecraft, Minecraft is probably one of the best modded games out there. So there's really no like dismissing that. That is true.
Next question. What are your favorite activities instead of YouTube? Submitted by Sergeant Professor again.
I feel like that's something we kind of already went over.
What was that?
Alright, next question. So, submitted by Sergeant Professor again. Is it hard to be an active YouTuber? And with what kind of difficulties do you face?
Well, I like right now, you know, anything that's happened to me in my past doesn't really prevent me from making videos. I do have a few problems with me personally and mentally that can make things difficult. I have bipolar depression. So sometimes you wake up and you don't know if your life is going to be ran by, hey, it's a good day, or why the fuck am I even getting out of bed? So it can be kind of stressful at times, you know, because you find it very hard to motivate yourself to do that. But as far as like, I mean, that's just personal stuff that I can overcome most of the time, almost every day. But as far as like physical things getting in the way, I work a very easy job. I love it, and I don't work long hours, so I don't really have anything like taking 8 hours out of my day to keep me from doing this. So that is why I'm able to upload videos daily, and that is why I intend to, even though I don't promise to, I do want to.
Dread?
I would love to do daily stuff. I really do, but I mean, college stuff is right now. I got to work on that. I got to pass all it, and I'm moving next 4 or 5 weeks from now, so that's kind of pressured me up with my editing. Also, with my family and that. I mean, I really wish I could just like do dailies, but I could do like 3 or 4 videos a week. But I mean, I tell you this: my family doesn't know how to do YouTube because I don't know what they're gonna say.
Well, priorities first, man.
Yeah.
Alicia?
Honestly, I would love to just sit at the computer and edit stuff all day and play games with friends, but there's always the work that I need to make my money at my job, because that
Money.
like Crow just said, priorities first.
Mhm.
I love YouTubing. It's something that I think I could really turn into more than just a hobby someday. But for now, I've got more more important priorities to worry about now.
Sure.
Alright. Airborne.
Um, well, honestly, the biggest difficulty is obviously school. I'm still in high school, sophomore. So I have to like do homework and all that. I usually get stuff done at school, but when like it gets too hard, I like really can't do anything. But luckily, summer's coming up, so I will be able to upload more videos, hopefully. Pretty much do everything in my capability to bring the audience entertainment.
Fair enough.
Honestly, to answer and put everything in terms, yes, it is actually really hard to be an active YouTuber. You can ask all the famous YouTubers out there. It is hard to be very active because you have to go through many, many hoops in life, let alone you have to plan things out before anything. Because when you become an active YouTuber and you decide YouTube is your job, that's when, okay, things change. You have to plan things out. You have to do many things. You have to render. You have to edit. You have to make sure you get things funny. Let alone you also have to make time for family and all these other things.
It's not easy.
Yeah. Because
I mean,
Priorities.
Yeah.
you gotta get priorities, especially even if you do become big. You still have to worry about priorities with your family, because family always comes first before work.
I mean, the tough thing is
Work,
that
school.
when you're a popular YouTuber, you get paid to do this. So to put as much effort into this as the popular YouTubers do, but not get paid to do it, is very, very difficult. Especially if you're going to school, especially if you're working, because you have to balance that and still put as much time into making videos as someone who made money off of it would. So, I mean, it can be tough, but when it's something you love doing and something you enjoy doing, it's usually easy to get by.
All right. We have 3 more questions left, and that'll be the end of the podcast.
Right.
What about the personal questions?
We'll do those next time. It'll just be
Okay.
easier. All right. Next question. This comes from Melissa Greco.
I hope you said that right.
I guess so. He or she asks, do you find the rewards from making YouTube videos match the effort you put into it?
That's a tough question.
Oh yeah.
Because I love making videos, and if I get one or two views, if I get one or two likes on my video, that is very positive for my attitude. It motivates me to make more content in the future. But I will admit that sometimes, you do feel like that you're putting like so much work into videos, and like you post it and you're like, oh, this is like my best video yet, and it hardly sees any progress, and it can demotivate you. It can make you feel like shit. Controversially, you could just post a random video that you didn't expect to really get big, and people loved it. So it's really hard to, really say. But, me personally, I love it when people watch my content. I could not grow any further and still be happy where I am because, one, I never made plans for YouTube to become a source of income for me. So if it doesn't, I'm okay. And, and for 2, I just love doing it. For me right now, it is just a hobby. It's something I love doing. If it becomes something more, then I would be ecstatic because I've always wanted to be an entertainer. But if it doesn't, then that's just the way that's just the way the dice roll.
That's the way cookie crumbles.
Yep. Dread Chemical.
The red.
I mean, I really
Come
love-
on down.
Not again.
Sorry.
Seriously.
Yep, sorry.
Damn you,
Sorry.
Alicia. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, I really love doing videos. I mean, it's really fun. I don't see anything wrong with it, apart from playing horror games, which you guys want me to play. But anyway, if I do get like profit out of it, I mean, I'm gonna put all that money towards charity or getting better equipment. I mean, I will probably have 10% for myself. You know, I gotta eat. I'm alive. You know, I'm not dead yet. But that's probably
Not
it.
yet.
Like you say that, yeah, out to get me, yeah.
Better we could go. Better we could go.
Hey, I gotta eat lunch sometime.
Lucia, go.
Yeah.
Jeez, I lost it. Hold on a sec. I had it a few seconds ago. I just. What was the
You got
question
lost
again?
in
Why do I keep
Dred's
losing
beautiful
these?
words.
I know they were so beautiful. Thank you, Dread.
Rewards from
Just
making
keep
YouTube
that in
videos.
What was it again? I'm sorry. And what was it
Do you
again?
feel like the
I
work
keep-
that you put into your videos matches the rewards you get?
There we go. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I don't know why I keep forgetting. Maybe it's because I'm so later into the video and it slips my mind. Right. Actually, yes, it does. I get a lot of enjoyment out of making the videos too, and it really makes me feel good inside to know that there's people out there who are watching it and you know that they're enjoying your content. It makes you feel really good and it motivates you to want to make more and more and meet their demands. Like, say they want you to play this game and try it out, you know, you're gonna jump right into it and give it a shot. It's like I don't get paid for my videos now. I'm not partnered and my videos are not monetized. I'm hoping someday I can do that, but I don't really expect to make much off of it. But if I could get paid for what I love doing, then I would be golden.
Airborne.
Airborne.
Well, honestly, you usually with all funds, like the funds of the game, of YouTube is honestly either gonna go to charity, getting better equipment, or for like stuff or for family reasons. Because like, this is like an easy job. Make a video, people watch it. You're basically your money is being supplied by others. Basically. So, yeah, why not use that money for a really good purpose?
I really do like the way you view it, because if it's something that you love doing, then it will be easy. So, I mean, obviously, if you're having a hard time with it, if you're not enjoying yourself with it, then it probably isn't for you.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to hear that you love it.
Honestly, I will be truthful. I am a lazy guy. I am kind of lazy with my content lately. Well, not lately, but in the past. However, I found ways to actually get around editing and trim down my videos to the way I actually like. And they've actually gotten more views than the usual videos I would make. And I actually like the way I'm editing them now. And getting the rewards and just the satisfaction of seeing the amount of views on something is just more than ecstatic. It's actually the happiest moment in anyone's life to see something get so many views for the hard work you put into it.
Yeah, I think that's very well put.
Next question comes from Chibi Peewee or some shit
Yes.
or some shit like that. The question is, because I am going to pass this myself, but for everyone, do you like Pokemon? If so, what generation is your favorite?
Chibi Peewee. He's been subscribed to me, I think, for 3 months now. Do you like Pokemon? Yes, actually. I do enjoy Pokemon. I don't play any of the newer stuff, so that kind of answers the second part of that question. I like the first 2 generations. After the Pokemon went after that, after the 250 were done, you know, technically a little bit more, but after the 250 were done, I was done. You know, any Pokemon after the 250, it's like literally a combination of a random animal and a random household appliance, and you just merge them, and you're just like, hey, it's lamp, grass, psychic,
Thing.
guy. But I do enjoy the original games, and I always was confused as they added generations, like how these new Pokemon just suddenly appeared and didn't exist before, but they do now, but technically they did. So that always confused me. But maybe there's just something I'm missing there, but I do enjoy it.
Dread.
I mean, yeah, I like Pokemon. I mean, I used to watch TV of Pokemon. I mean, the first, second, and third generations I really like, but as they keep going on, it just makes no fucking sense because they just make a lot of shit, like Crow said. I mean, I could just imagine them, the people who created Pokemon, going to a meeting and saying, "What the fuck are we? What's the fuck next generations?" But out of fucking clues, should we just mix a cup with a fucking frog? I don't know. Cup frog. Frog the cup. Oh, I don't know.
Holy crap.
Don't even get me
Sorry
started
again.
with muck. Don't even get me started with muck.
Yeah.
Oh God. All right, Alicia's turn. Do you like Pokemon? And if so, what generation is your favorite? Alicia.
Stop dying on us.
Did I miss much? I'm sorry, I got really, really hungry.
No, you're
Yeah,
I
this
fine.
don't,
question is.
actually
He just asked you
enjoy
a question.
Perkymon.
Pokemon. Favorite generation. Do you like it?
Hello.
Hello?
I think Alicia died.
No,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
trying to talk to someone. Oh, okay. Well,
I put
honestly,
my mic away from my mouth because I was eating.
honestly,
My
I
favorite
do
generation.
love Pokemon, but like nowadays they're just like ruining it,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna assume Alicia likes Pokemon because she's weird.
Yep.
Yeah. Should say.
I'm very weird. Shut up.
Okay.
All right, so
Pokemon.
let's get on to the
Every-
last question then. This thing has been on for 3 hours.
Yes. Last question
Oh, yeah,
of the day. It comes from Genie. They write, "What's the first ever game that made you want to make YouTube videos?"
Loaded question for me because
I got that
the,
one.
the first thing that made me want to make YouTube videos wasn't actually a game. Actually, it comes from my original inspiration, which was Markiplier. It wasn't a game. I don't remember which game he may have been playing when I watched. It was probably Amnesia related because back when Markiplier was first starting, that's what he was doing was Amnesia. But I liked watching him play, and I didn't realize that you could be so like taken by it. Like I watched him, and then later on I seen like when he would talk solo with his fans and subscribers, how much appreciation he had for everyone, and it just made me realize that like it would be so amazing to have that myself, to have so many people look up to me and be inspired by the things that I do. And that's really what got me wanting to make YouTube videos. Dread.
You have to repeat the questions because I forgot about it.
The first
Sorry.
ever game that made you want to make YouTube videos.
I would say Amnesia. I never played it, but like I said, I don't like horror, but it's kind of interesting. The story, the monsters, I fucking don't like, but fuck it. I mean, one of these days, someone's gonna ask me to play it, and I bet someone's gonna put that comment right now. I'm getting a feeling, but I hope not. But yeah, probably in the future time, I might play Amnesia and enjoy it.
Cool.
Alicia, your turn.
A lot of Sonic ROM hacks. I have played a lot of Sonic ROM hacks on my channel.
Alright.
I have played Sonic 2 XL, which was the first video I ever uploaded to my channel. That's the one that got me started. I played Sonic Classic Heroes, which is your Sonic Heroes take on a Sonic game, pretty much, at the old Sonic games.
Mm-hmm.
There's a variety, but I've also played an ordinary Sonic ROM hack. There's Sonic.exe, Sonic 2.exe. A lot of Sonic ROM hacks really got me into it. Those are the first ones I really played.
Alright. Airborne.
Sweet.
Well, honestly, 1 second. Alright, so, pretty much, the game that really got me as a start YouTube was Arma 3, like I said earlier. Because, like, honestly, I loved it. I've played it every single day. since I got it, and I've really wanted to do it, but then I noticed that my computer couldn't run it, so yeah, I I was planning on building another computer. Been trying to get get the materials and get the money, but I don't have a job, so I actually have to rely on my mother for my birthday present and all, which this new computer that's coming up will be. And I probably will be able to bring some Arma 3 videos, better ones than the ones I originally did.
Sweet deal.
All right. For me, well, actually, it wouldn't be Minecraft. It wouldn't be Half-Life 2. It will actually be something before Half-Life 2. It'll have to be the Half-Life game. I actually played Half-Life off of a friend's computer that he had, and I actually got hooked on it. Granted, I died multiple times. That I just got hooked onto the game itself. And he said he was doing a series on his channel. And I was like, wait, what do you mean? What's a channel? What's YouTube? What the hell is this place? I actually didn't know, and he showed me it. And I was like, I want this. I want to do this. Help me set this up. And so I made my old YouTube channel. Granted, it didn't get that many views, but still, I made it, and well, here I am, still doing what I love.
Well then.
Yeah.
Seems like we've all had an interesting 3 hours, and we've shared a lot of shit with each other.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
so tired in the morning.
I think I've learned quite a bit of stuff about each of you.
Same here.
Oh,
I
trust
think I've
me.
learned a lot about you too.
Trust
Lisa.
me, there's a lot of stuff you still need to learn about me to know me.
And,
I don't know if I
Alright.
want to get to know you that well.
All right. Well,
Hey,
Well-
everybody wants to get to know Dread, though. Everyone wants to get to know Dread.
everyone
Yeah,
wants
that's
to know
true.
the British man. The
All right,
strange-
guys. Well,
all
I
right.
appreciate all you guys for coming around. It's been nice.
Thanks for watching.
And as
Yeah,
usual,
I hope everyone enjoyed.
as
go ahead,
usual,
viewers.
as usual, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to all these famous people because their links will be in the description. Make sure you check them out. They are good people. They really are. I dare you.